Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video we're going to be comparing 4 different bullets. We're going to look at the 22 long rifle, the 22 mag, the 9mm, and the 45 auto. Now you might be saying to yourself, why would we compare those? What's the deal with those bullets? And we're not really comparing those bullets to each other just for the sake of doing it. We're going to try to do that so that we can understand what is the relationship between speed and weight when it comes to picking out a bullet that's going to be best for your needs, whether it be for self-defense or for hunting. Sometimes it can be really easy to fall into that trap of just looking at the manufacturer's label, and if this bullet over here has 200 foot-pounds of energy and this bullet has 240 foot-pounds of energy, then clearly this is the better choice for your needs. And that's not always the case. It's important to understand how these bullets are arriving at those energy numbers. Are they arriving at those energy numbers mainly from being a high-speed, lightweight bullet? Or are they arriving at those energy numbers from being maybe a little bit lower speed but a much heavier bullet? So we're going to be shooting 4 different bullets out there. As I mentioned, we'll shoot the 22 long rifle, 22 mag, 9mm, and 45 auto. They will all be shot from a handgun. But before we go out there and shoot those rounds, we're going to take a quick look at what the energy numbers and what the speed numbers are on a spreadsheet that I've created. After we do the shooting, we'll be back at the table to kind of give you my perspective on what I saw out there that maybe the camera did not pick up on. Maybe we'll have some final conclusions at that point for you. If you like today's video, please remember to click the like button and do subscribe and turn on the notifications icon if you have not already done so. And if you have any comments, we're definitely looking forward to those as well. Thank you again. Okay, so here's the bullets that we'll be shooting today. We're going to shoot the 22 long rifle 40 grain Velociter. We'll be shooting it from a Walther P22. Now I have chronographed these rounds. On average, they come in at about 1,050 feet per second out of this barrel length, which means that they will have about 98 foot-pounds of energy when they hit the steel target. After that, we'll be shooting the 22 Magnum 50 grain bullets. We'll shoot the Federal Game Shocks from a Kel-Tec PMR 30 handgun, and that's going to be coming in on average about 1,282 feet per second. Yes, I have chronographed those as well. That's usually where they come in at on average. So that's going to be about 182 foot-pounds of energy on your 22 mag. So basically you've got a 22% increase in speed over the 22 long rifle. You have a 25% increase in bullet weight. So overall, you're looking at about an 86% increase in energy. Next, we'll shoot a 9mm, 124 grain NATO ball ammo. That's going to come in at about 1,140 feet per second. That's going to give us about 358 foot-pounds of energy. So it is a little bit slower than the 22 mag. It's about an 11% decrease in speed, but it is more than double the weight though. It's a 148% heavier bullet. So it's going to be about a 97% increase in overall speed compared to the 22 mag. Lastly, we'll be shooting the 45 auto 230 grain hardball. Manufacturer claims that it's coming in at about 835 feet per second, giving us about the same amount of energy as the 9mm, 356 foot-pounds of energy. So we've got about a 21% decrease in speed, but we do have an 85% increase in weight compared to the 9mm. Energy numbers basically unchanged. All right, I've got the target repainted. It's been a couple minutes now. We'll be shooting the Velociter next from 7 yards. Getting ready to shoot 22 mag, Federal Game Shock, 50 grain hollow point, distance 6 or 7 yards through the Kel-Tec PMR 30. Getting ready to shoot 9mm, 124 grain NATO ball. Distance 7 yards. Getting ready to shoot 45 auto, 230 grain hard ball. Distance 7 yards. Well guys, thanks for sticking with me to this point. I definitely appreciate it. Here's some of the conclusions I've reached from being out there. While the 22 Magnum does have 86% more energy than the 22 long rifle, it didn't seem like it was 86% more effective. Neither one of them was going to spin the target even one time. But I do think it's safe to say that the 22 mag was definitely having more of an effect on the target, but how much more effective, I'm not sure. I think if I would have had a 380 out there with me though, using maybe a 95 grain full metal jacket round, I think it's safe to say that that target spins 2, maybe 3 revolutions probably. Once I went into that 9mm 124 grain NATO though, that's where all the magic started to happen. As you could see, we got 6 revolutions with the 9mm, 10.5 revolutions with the 45 auto, which kind of brings up an interesting concept. Both bullets, the 9mm and the 45 auto, they both have about the same amount of energy on paper, but the results were not the same. 6 revolutions for the 9mm, 10.5 on the 45 auto. You're talking about a 75% difference in results. So if you have some comments, by all means, feel free to leave those below. And if you like today's video, please remember to click the like button and do subscribe and turn on notifications if you have not already done so. Thanks again.